All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Like and subscribe. This Levi Pearl. This Levi Pearl. Hey guys, I know y'all miss me. I'm here. I'm here. All right. So, a lot has happened. A lot has happened in the news, and here we are to talk about it. Whoo wee. Here we are to talk about it. All right. Give me a quick minute. Give me a quick minute. Trying to multitask over here. Trying to multitask. All right. So let's try to share this. I didn't put Facebook on this. All right. It is what it is. It is what it is. Am I frozen? Is it still on? All right. All right. Let's see if we can get this going. Let's go to the other window. Sound is off. I hope y'all miss me. I hope y'all miss me. But it is what it is. Um, it is what it is. These squirrels be on my yeah, these squirrels are driving me nuts over here. All right, all right, all right. We about to go to this wonderful man for today's daily. What the? These squirrels, man. Are you kidding me? Alright, give me a second. I'm trying to get the news thing set up. That's weird. When I look at that, I can actually see it, but it is what it is. Go to YouTube. That. All right. Okay, testing, testing, testing. Let's check the microphone. Testing, testing. Can I hear me? Can I hear me? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Testing, testing. All right, let's see if I can get this to be shared. Testing again. Let's put these things up. Testing, testing. Can you hear, brother? Can you hear, brother? Let me know. Let me know. I'm trying to share this on. Um, you know what? Let's try something new. Um, 10/28. Let's just put the date 25. And then I'm going to put now live. Right. Post. All right, it's posted. Let me see if I can share with a group. Where's group? Anyways, discard. Let's go to Facebook and see. Okay, cool. Here I am. Bam. Where's my post? Where is my post? All right, there's my post. There's my post. Give me a quick second. I got the news thing set up, so about to play it. Check it out. Live now. 10/28/25. See more. Oh, this group right here. Okay, bam, 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 bam. Okay. Next. Okay, cool. Everything's set. Posts, baby. Nice. All right, people show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. But we live. We live. For real. All right. All right. Put a comment. Support the channel. Check out. We got Levi Pell. Bam. And we good. We good. We good. Man, there's been a lot of things happening lately. It's been a lot of things happening, and I haven't been covering. Golly, what is up with me, man? What is up with me? I've had so much to do. I took time off just to not talk about the news and all that's been happening. But if you're here, I appreciate you. We about to get it going. All right. So today we got some big stuff happening. Right? Whoo-wee. Listen, if you're here, let me give you an applause. I thank you. One or two, whatever. I appreciate you still. You know what I mean? 100, whatever amount. I'ma keep it going. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get it started. First of all, welcome back. So this channel is mostly focused on content creating for DIY hoodies, t-shirts, and apparel designing. But because I've been talking about that for a while, and people are getting tired of it, and they're like, "Yo, what's new? What's next?" And I'm like, you know what? I keep watching reviews, content reviews. Why don't I do something on that too? Yo, let's get it going. Let's get it going. All right. So, without further ado, I'm about to pin off. Oh, and brother man been learning some stuff on OBS, so I'm about to put it up. I'm about to put it up. I have an OBS thing where like I give you guys tidbits and stuff. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So for today, give me a quick minute. Quick minute. You know what? I'm always making myself small. Why not make it the news? Let's see. I think I'm supposed to press Alt. The Control Alt. Put as much as me. Ooh, I'm learning. I'm learning. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the news big, and I'll make myself small. To do that, I gotta overlay myself. All right, cool. There I am. So let's do this, right? Control Alt, right? And then make myself this big. Turns out I was not even doing myself. Come on. Oh, I'm not clicked on it, obviously. Control Alt, hold, pull to the side. Bam. And then I can shrink myself a little bit. All right. Hell, I could be the other guy on the other side. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Control Alt again. Let's see what happens if I raise myself. I guess that's as big as I can make myself. But hey, I was able to trim myself a little bit. Let me get... Okay, cool. So I'm supposed to be on this side. All right. Woo-wee. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Bam! How you like me now? All right, let's get back. So, let's start the news.
That's sitting with your members. Yeah, good afternoon.
All right. So, first thing we're going to be talking about is air traffic control. Air traffic control. With the recent government shutdown, right? Air traffic control staffing causes damn. That's sad. As I'm reading it to myself, I'm like, damn. But anyways, air traffic control staffing causes flight issues across the nation. That's bad. I'm saying that because I'm in this area where I am, right? We have Logan Airport, and it has a lot of people coming in. So you can imagine how many flights are being delayed. Also with this hurricane, people are trying to fly out, trying to come over here. That was on vacation. They can't. When I say over here, I'm talking about overall in the U.S. And you have air traffic controllers not being paid and issues happening, and sad. But it is what it is. This is what happens when you have a government shutdown. So let's see what happened.
NACA advocates for every accepted employee, every federal employee that's out there to be paid no matter what the circumstance.
Woo! I'm sorry, I gotta give an applause. Not for what he's talking about. I'm talking about the fact that normally, as I'm playing these videos, it gets fuzzy like you saw it was pixelated. Now it's back to normal. Look at that crisp picture. My bad. We're gonna go back to it. Let's go back to it. I'm excited. Let's go.
No matter what the shutdown, and we're ensuring that our message is loud and clear. There's one way to do it, and that's by ending this shutdown and putting everybody back to work and having them compensated for the work they do day in and day out, especially air traffic controllers.
He has a point, But at the end of the day, it's sad that they're going through this because most of these people, they need to feed their families. Like, come on now, there's got to be some kind of compensation to help them out while they're going through this issue. But it is a government shutdown, so who knows what could happen. It says 20 days, but I think right now I'm in 28 or 29 days. So this is like an oldie. But man, wow.
Nick, a blunt question for you. As the shutdown drags on, are you worried about flying, and are you flying now?
I actually flew in this morning out of DFW after getting to see my daughter for a brief few hours, and back here in Washington, D.C. to kick off this week. Flying safe, but it's safe because of the hardworking men and women that do this job 6 days a week, 60 hours in that week, only 4 days off in a month. They're operating with the lowest staffing that we've had, only 10,800 controllers, where there should be 14,630.
You know what that means? A lot of people are doing overtime. As they're doing overtime, tiredness, sleeping syndromes, and if these people are not properly trained for sleep deprivation, evasion. I like that. And being able to keep themselves up for a certain amount of time so they can be able to deliver precise information to these planes that's flying in. As you know, if these people are not properly vetted to do their job, if they're not properly if they don't sleep with the right amount of time, eventually what happens is, God forbid, collisions. So being low staff and not even lower staff, that is a sad situation. I'm hoping these people are able to come to a resolution so these families especially can
100%.
Oh damn, she's a cutie. Oh sorry. Back to the news.
Of the time that their focus is shifting to, how do I survive next week when I don't have any money? Do I put it on credit cards? Do I have to try to take a side job? And that's completely unacceptable, not only for the air traffic controllers, but for the flying public as well, to know that's another stress added to the system.
If you have members that are working extra jobs, in other words, driving an Uber, what does that say about the stress that is on them in terms of getting sleep, getting rest?
It's unacceptable. This government spends millions of dollars in air traffic control to talk about the reduction of stress, to talk about the reduction of fatigue, to talk about taking out distractions from the workplace. This government shutdown thrusts all of those into the forefront for an air traffic controller, and yet we still ask them to do the impossible. Check your emotions at the door. Somehow come into work and don't worry about the idea of, getting off of your night shift, trying to catch a few hours of sleep to get up and go do Instacart or whatever, gig job that they may have out there. Because ultimately it's going to come down to, do I put food on the table, gas in the car to be able to drive into work, be able to pay off these bills and my creditors? Because I promise you, despite people saying you'll get paid eventually, it doesn't pay the IOUs of today.
Hey, Nick, what is the cutoff? When does it become unsafe to fly because there aren't enough controllers in the tower? And doesn't the public have a right to know what that cutoff should be almost on a daily basis?
That's our job, is to be here as, the labor and the workforce of this country, is to ensure that we communicate the issues that are out there, to ensure that we say if there's not a reduction in traffic happening, but safety is our forefront, especially of every person that steps on an aircraft, knowing that we're doing everything we can to ensure that their safety. And that means if this drags on, I'll help people know. I don't think the American public would be shocked to hear this, is people won't be able to live without money as this continues to go on. The issues are not.
Yep, he said a mouthful right there. That's true. People won't be able to live without money. They need the money, right? So both of these parties need to come together and come to a conclusion. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, you have people that's hungry, people that needs food. Basically everything I said before. At the end of the day, we hope there's a resolution, because, listen, there's a lot of people that needs to fly. You got so many people out there that's either trying to fly to get away from their country, come back from vacation. Like I said, there's a hurricane out there currently.
Not going to be something that we've dealt with before. If we're talking about this lasting for weeks on end, or if even the idea of months beyond that, the level of issues that we'll contend with will have to be mitigated. Many times that's going to be in the reduction of traffic, but rest assured, every air traffic controller each and every day is trying to find a way through this to ensure that every time you step on that plane, you can have the full confidence that you're in the amazing hands of what they do day in and day out.
Nick, if an air traffic controller has to decide which is more important, going into the control tower or staying home to watch a child because they can't afford child care anymore, which decision do they make?
It's going to be one of those things that we have to contend with. And it's a question that, like you said, is going to be on the forefront of every single person's mind. If I can't pay for childcare and no one's going to watch my kid, it's going to actually be us working with the employer to say, how would you like us to mitigate this? What would you like us to do today? And what's the best way that we can handle the situation? We're going to have to work through these issues together, because they're going to.
All right. Let's end it right here. So he's absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah, with that said, hopefully these people are able to come to a conclusion where, hold on, let me pin back to me. There we go. Am I back on? Yeah, I am. All right, so yeah, hopefully these people can come to a conclusion where they're able to resolve these issues, because at the end of the day, we don't want to have problems. We want to have solutions and productive workplaces where the people who are supposed to be taking care of these countries are actually able to do so, right? So hopefully these parties come together and they will come with a solution to resolve, maybe come to an end with this. But at the end of the day, man, these people need a way to help them out. And your way to help them out. Like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. I appreciate you. And whoo, that was something. It's been a while since I've been back to OBS, and like, whoo, giving you guys an applause, man. Like, thank you for hanging on. I appreciate y'all. All right, so okay, let's go to the next one. And another one. Bam. That was good. What time do I have? Oh, dang it. Time is flying. Time be flying. Woo wee. As it's loading up, let me get myself amped up. Oh, a lot of stuff's happening with the shop, man. A lot of stuff happening with the shop. A lot of stuff happening with the shop. All right, all right, all right, all right. Did I talk about Klarna already? I think I did. Did I talk about Klarna? You know what? Let's hit up Doordash. What was the order of this video, anyways? What's the title? Okay, so let's go to Hertz next. Let's go to Hertz. All right, all right, all right, all right. Whoo-wee. What's going on? New tech. New tech. Hold on, I'm just trying to get things set for you guys before we get going. Why won't it enlarge? Like, I hate when there's delays. Like, real-time delays suck. Come on already. All right, let's close you down. Okay. All right. Let's make it large. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. 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 Whoo-wee. All right. We got another one. We got another one. Another one. We got another one. Guys, are you ready for this? Hertz. 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 Is my applause working? Is it even connected? Oh, it is connected. All right. You know what? Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you just for watching this. I appreciate you just for watching this. Man, another one. Another one. All right, guys. All right, all right, all right. So, we got another one. So, in case you didn't know, if you do rent your vehicle, make sure you have a phone number for the company, especially an off-hour number, because a lot of these vehicles, what they've been finding out is they've been reported stolen. And part of the reason is, let's say you have a long journey and you were supposed to be at the place at 5, right? Traffic hits. Oh my God. Where's my, I don't know. Traffic hits and, I don't know. Oh, there's a shot fired. Oh, you dodging, ducking. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Oh my goodness. Shots fired. Oh, I gotta get out of the car. I gotta take cover. Oh man, police there. It's over. And then you end up being late, dropping your vehicle. But you call them, hey, I'm gonna be late dropping the vehicle. But what you don't know is, it's a big possibility they may have logged it as not here. not here may tell the system it's stolen. Police may be alerted. Next thing you know, you drive in, everything is good, you on your way to drop off the vehicle. Next thing you know, wait a minute. Why is there sirens behind me? What's going on? And then this happened. Hold on, I need to bring my mouse over. And then this happens. Woo! You on a police chase. What are you gonna do? Let's see what happens.
With adrenaline flowing, they drew their guns. You can see this one here and this one here.
Driver! Shut the car up and step out!
The confrontation, nothing short of frightening, but within seconds, cops realized there was a mistake. This driver was no criminal, and this vehicle was not stolen.
I'm so scared.
You're okay. It's okay. We're going to figure it out.
The driver in this video, who's also a friend of a News 4 producer, asked we conceal her identity because she used a corporate discount to rent the car from Avis and wants to keep her employer out of the...
Crazy. These companies are reporting these cars not being at the location. And since car's not at the location, obviously there has to be a police report filled out to find out where's the vehicle. Where is the vehicle? Well, I guess that's the job of the police to find out. Pulls you over, lets you know, gunpoint, get out of the vehicle. You stole the vehicle. Get out now. Okay, I'm sorry. Right? Now, this is not at her because she's innocent. She didn't do anything wrong. She's just driving the vehicle, about to bring it back to obviously the Avis as they're mentioning. And what happens? Oh my goodness. Finds out car's been reported stolen, and you are on a high-speed chase because you're thinking like, why are they after me? And you finally pull over, and then the police got you at gunpoint like, yo, get out of the vehicle. Now, she was innocent, like I said. She didn't know no better. Let's find out some more.
Story. But she wanted viewers to see this video because it turns out mistaken reports of stolen rental cars are more common than you might.
Mistaken report of rental cars. I want you to hear it before I say it because I'm not trying to say or agree with certain things that's happening, right? I'm just letting you know, hey, this is what they're saying. Watch out. Be careful.
Think.
So unfortunately, this isn't like an uncommon thing with rental companies.
To me, that seemed unbelievable.
Wait, what? It's not an uncommon thing. You better return that vehicle quick, or get off the road. Wait until they start until the place opens up again, and call them up like, hey, listen, can you extend me for another day because I got the vehicle, and I couldn't make it to you, so I called ahead of time, and like I saw that video, people getting pulled over. I don't want to get pulled over by the police. You feel me?
Sometimes they forget to call the law enforcement agency that entered it stolen. That's a pretty common thing.
Something needs to change so that they do not have police pulling people over for no reason.
Court records reviewed by the I-Team.
I agree with her because now once they pull you, let's say they pull you over, right? And they didn't believe you. Now you're handcuffed, you're brought to the precinct, fingerprint, and you're in a jail cell waiting until your arraignment. And then finally, it's probably gonna be on a weekend, like a Friday night. Now you gotta wait all the way till Monday morning, and you're missing work, not with family, just to find out that I didn't steal any vehicle. It was the company that reported stolen. Like I told them, I left a message I would be late. There was traffic. What do you want me to do? But hey,
show hundreds of customers have sued rental car companies after being humiliated, handcuffed, arrested at gunpoint, arrested in front of their
and I agree with them. Let's give those people an applause. Let's give them an applause.
kids, or spending days in jail, all because their rental cars had been...
Look at that. 13 days in jail. 13 days. 5 days. Especially with the court nowadays, having too many people to arraign and to conduct regular court activities, to it's sad. It's sad.
falsely classified as stolen. Rental giant Hertz settled a lawsuit in 2022, paying $168 million to more than 300 customers who said they were falsely accused of theft. At the time, Hertz's CEO said the resolution put customers first.
Face away from me!
The driver...
Yo, I don't know about you, but that's not putting customers first. That's crazy. That's crazy. You see, at gunpoint. Whoa.
you see in this video sued Avis after police drew weapons on him thinking this rental car was stolen. Avis declined to respond to our questions about the incident and declined to say how many of its customers overall have filed similar suits.
Get down on your knees!
It is a nationwide issue, 100%.
Attorney Daniel Whitney Jr. represents this driver. He says Avis ultimately resolved the lawsuit, but he believes there is an industry-wide problem with lots of rental car companies failing to carefully monitor their own fleets and being too quick to report vehicles stolen when they're really just misplaced on a lot or turned in late.
What you've got is inventories of theft.
That's what I was talking about. A lot of these vehicles are being turned in late, and hey, who knows? Who knows? Is this happening because of the AI? Hey, if it's not there, AI is gonna tell you like, yo, this ain't here, let me report it, right? Or is it happening because of people and policies? Who knows? Maybe they have to review the policies and change things up. But at the end of the day, like, yo, something's got to change. But man, 100 somewhat million? Wow, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Thousands of vehicles going state to state, multiple states, and they arrive somewhere, they need to get processed, and they need to get turned back out. I get the sense that the priority is more so processing things quickly than processing them carefully.
Avis also did not answer questions about this New York rental car pulled over in Ohio, but police records show someone did remove the car from a nationwide database of stolen vehicles 8 months before it was pulled over.
The weird part is the plates come back stolen, usually the car comes back stolen.
It remains unclear.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. That's sad. That's sad. I'm saying it's sad because most of these vehicles probably went to the shop, got removed off the system. To put them back in the system was probably an issue. By the time they rent that vehicle off because they think everything is good, the system doesn't recognize it, maybe. Who knows? I don't know, maybe. And then they're looking for vehicle, it's not there, reported stolen. Who knows? Who knows? That's wow. Wow. Hey guys, watch out, watch out.
Why the license plate triggered cops to initiate a dangerous traffic stop.
If this doesn't get solved, it's going to happen to somebody else. And
Facts.
something else terrible could happen.
Facts. Facts. I'm going to leave it right there. There's your hint. There's your hint. I'm going to leave it right there. But, wow. Wow. Wow, this is some good information. Good information. I hope you guys are absorbing it. And, wow. Wow, it's tough. You're trying to take a vacation just to find out that, just to find out you're being pulled over for no reason. You and your spouse or your friend is at gunpoint. And hopefully you have a good friend, because if that dude or that chick is rowdy, oh man. Whoo. Hopefully hopefully that policeman's having a good day, because you don't want that judgment being clouded based on your behavior. Wow, that's sad. That's sad. But on to another one. On to another one. That was good. That was good. Let's see what time. Ooh, I got time. I got time for more. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let me get myself ready. As I'm sitting here, I got some stuff I gotta do in the back. I got some. Well, I actually have to talk to the person. I've talked to the person because my large printer that prints posters and stuff like that, I'm gonna do some stuff for them, but I need that person to tell me exactly what they want. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Come on, baby. What's next? What's next? Michael's. Ooh, let's talk about apparel. But before we do that, we're gonna do this one for a friend of mine's, and I'm gonna send him the link after I'm done. Yo, yo. We ready? Are we ready for another one? Are we ready for another one? Are we ready for another one? All right, let's go, baby. All right, this one's gonna be talking about China. China. All right, let me get this set. All right. So, as time is flying by, literally it's flying by. I got 10 minutes. So I don't know why I can push out in 10 minutes, but we're going to do something, man. We're going to do something. And then also I got to give you guys updates. I got to do videos on like updates, what's happening, and how the channel's doing, what we got going on. So, yeah, it's a lot happening. A lot happening. Right now, this live is actually cutting to some of my work in the back. So I got 3 shirts I was supposed to do. Didn't get them done. So eventually we're gonna get things set. I need to build a schedule of me doing things routine. And as I'm doing things routine, you know, we'll be able to push things forward. But man, they like, yo, where my shirt at? Yo, where my designs at? But we're gonna get it going. All right. So today we're gonna talk about let me give you a backstory. Before we even begin. All right. So, during the whole issue with China and these other countries, they didn't really allow China to be involved with the ISS, International Space Station. Therefore, China said, you know what? We're the architects of the world. You know what? This these computers that Levi Apparel is using, possibly, maybe, mostly Indonesia. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying wrong. I apologize. And China usually making these equipments and getting them out there. Majority of this stuff is Chinese made. And we can't go up in space ourselves. China said, you know what? We're tired of seeing these guys up there clowning us, letting us know like they having fun next flight. Meanwhile, we build things in weeks, in a month. What would take countries years takes them 1 year. What would take a country a year takes them a few weeks. So guess what they decided to do? Guess what they decided to do? Build their own international space station. Right? It's going to be a little fuzzy because, you know, whenever the video starts, it's always fuzzy. I don't know why. I need to figure it out. I think it's, I don't know. But because I'm coming in clear, but then again, my camera is hooked directly to the OBS source that I'm using right now. So technically, you know. But all right, let's get it going. Let me get you in a good section. Bam. Nope. Something else. Bam. Bam. All right. So, hold up real quick. Hold up. Bam. There we go. Let's get it going.
And more than a dozen nations. But it's also more than 25 years old. And now, a new player has entered orbit. Between 2021 and 2022, China built and fully assembled an entirely new station from the ground up in just 18 months. And it's not just smaller or newer, it's smarter. So, strap in, because this is life inside China's Tiangong space station.
China's Tiangong space station. Apologize if I'm saying it, you know, with an accent. Or, you know, wrong, whatever. Right? This is amazing. Like, they said enough is enough and they build their own space station. They said enough was enough and they build their own space station. So the ISS was about, I don't know, it's like, he said 25 years old, I guess, depending on how long the video was. The age may vary right now currently. But 25 years old, and then China said 25 years old. In 25 years, we'll be light years away. We build this in a year, 2 years, 3 years max. By 10 years, man, we have a whole space shuttle up in the sky chilling. Different parts being modularized and putting together, connecting like Legos. Let's go. Lego.
Before Tiangong, China's human spaceflight ambitions were limited to a few test missions, small single-module laboratories known as Tiangong-1 and Tiangong-2.
You see that? They started out small. But look at that. They're growing. Listen, these guys just need to know the how, the when, the where, and before you know it, they're taking off. Look at this.
They were stepping stones, short-term missions to test docking, life support, and crew endurance. But in
damn, they built this, tested out, and then said, you know what?
April 2021, that all changed. China launched the Tianhe Core Module, which literally translates to Harmony of the Heavens.
That's 4 years ago. 4 years ago. What took these nations 25 years, within a couple years, they said, don't worry, we got it.
At 16.6 meters long and 4.2 meters wide, it serves as the control center, power hub, and crew quarters of the entire station. A year later, the station began to take shape.
Wait.
In July 2020.
Oh man, you know how I feel about when the fuzzy's gone. You know how I feel when the fuzzy's gone. When I say fuzzy, I'm talking about, as usual, the pixelation of the video. Ooh, look how clear that baby is. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, let's give an applause for him, man. Whoa, look at that. Golly.
The Wentian module, Quest for the Heavens, was added. It brought an entirely new science laboratory, additional living space, and an airlock designed for extravehicular activities, China's equivalent of NASA's spacewalks. Then, in October 2022, the Mengtian module, meaning dreaming of the heaven.
What did I tell you? Within not even 5 years, they said, yo, if we build one, we can build another one. Let's go.
Joined the structure, completing the T-shaped station we see today. Mengtian is dedicated purely to research, housing advanced experiment racks, and external mounting platforms for instruments that study everything from fluid physics to space materials. Each launch used China's most powerful rocket, the Long March 5B, lifting these massive modules into orbit one by one, where robotic arms and precision docking systems.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. Damn, they ain't playing. Is that bamboo around them? That's crazy.
Linked them together in a seamless ballet of engineering. By December 2022, the station was ready for its next milestone, the first in-orbit crew handover between Shenzhou 14 and Shenzhou 15. For the first time ever, 6 taikonauts were living and working inside Tiangong simultaneously, marking China's official.
Oh, and they don't call their space orbiting people astronauts. They call them taikonauts, I believe, like he just said.
Official transition to continuous human presence in orbit. Today, the Heavenly Palace is fully operational. A T-shaped 3.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I should make a shirt. I should make a shirt after this. Heavenly Palace. You know what? I think I will. I'll put the Tiangong space station, and then I'll put Heavenly Palace, the whole orbiting thing. Wow. Floating palace. Damn.
Module outpost orbiting Earth every hour and a half, and the foundation for what China says is only the first phase of its long-term plan for permanent human spaceflight. Step inside Tiangong, and the first thing that strikes you isn't the size, it's the clarity, the light, the line.
Yeah, this thing looks so virtual. Like, yeah, it's really clean. I did a review on the ISS. There was like wires almost everywhere you look. There was a wire. This looks a little bit more sleek, innovative, slightly more cleaner. You know what? Let me give them applause. That's good. But hey, these guys, listen. Like I said, to get something like that probably take most countries years. These guys said, who knows, maybe a decade. These guys said, nah, we'll do it in like 2 to 3. Maybe less. Yeah, we could do that. That's crazy.
Everything feels deliberate. People often say that Tiangong feels less like a space station and more like an Apple store in orbit. Despite appearances, the overall diameter of Tiangong's modules, about 4.2 meters or 14 feet across, is almost identical to those of the International Space Station. But the difference lies in their length. On the ISS, America's Destiny Laboratory measures around 8.4 meters or 28 feet. China's Wentian and Mengtian modules each stretch more than 18 meters, nearly 59 feet long, more than twice the internal volume. That means fewer junctions, fewer tight corridors, and a much more open, continuous workspace. Inside, the station is wrapped in smooth white paneling, concealing.
Yeah, you could tell there was a lot of ingenuity brought into this and thought. That's Wow.
most of the cables and systems that clutter the ISS, much of Tiangong's equipment is wirelessly connected, reducing the need for tangled cords and bulky routers. Everything, from the air filtration units to the experiment racks, is designed to be modular, replaceable, and neatly tucked away. The result is a minimalist, almost futuristic look, and it's not just aesthetic. Those clean surfaces are easier to disinfect, the bright LED panels reduce visual fatigue, and the evenly lit walls make for clearer video during live communications and science broadcasts. Behind those panels runs a network of power conduits and life support systems, designed to automatically reroute if a fault is detected. The modular sections connect through pressurized tunnels, each equipped with independent environmental control, meaning the crew can isolate a section of the station in seconds if there's a leak. Everything here, from the materials to the lighting, is meant to make life in orbit feel normal, even calm. And for the taikonauts who spend
Let's go back a
much
little
equipped
bit.
with independent...
I don't think the ISS has that, because when you have a pressure chamber that can depressurize and allow pressure in certain areas, it gives you more of an independence of each station, in other words. So if you want to dock different ones, you can. As a matter of fact, it looked like that actual airlock can put in another airlock to dock in it, creating more modular solution for more stations to be added on. Wow.
Environmental control, meaning the crew can isolate a section of the station in seconds if there's a leak. Everything here, from the materials to the lighting, is meant to make life in orbit feel normal, even calm. And for the taikonauts who spend months away from Earth, that serenity matters. Aboard Tiangong, life follows a rhythm. At any given time, 3 taikonauts call the station home. During crew handovers, like in December 2022, that number briefly grows to 6, filling every bunk, every workstation, every meal seat. Their day begins just like ours, with a wake-up call from Mission Control in Beijing. After personal hygiene, which includes a rinse-free shampoo and wet wipes instead of showers, the crew gathers for breakfast. Meals are sealed, reheated, and labeled with each astronaut's name and nutritional plan. Then it's down to business. The morning hours are spent checking experiments, calibrating instruments, and performing maintenance. Everything from software updates to tightening loose handrails. By late morning, the crew joins a live video conference with engineers and scientists back on Earth. Here, mission planners outline the day's objectives, approve experiments, and schedule exercise sessions. Around midday, there's a mandatory 1-hour rest period, a long-standing tradition in China's spaceflight routines. Even astronauts in orbit need to recharge before the second half of their day. Afternoons are filled with research, biology, material science, fluid physics, depending on each module's experiment racks. Exercise sessions are scheduled for at least 2 hours daily to counteract muscle and bone loss. Evenings are more relaxed. Dinner together is a shared ritual, sometimes featuring favorites like kung pao chicken, braised pork, or dumplings. Afterward, they might stream a TV drama from Earth, read, or send video messages to their families. Occasionally, the crew records short live of the space. Look closely at footage from inside Tiangong and you'll notice something else. Footholds and straps line the floors and walls. Unlike the free-floating astronauts of the ISS, taikonauts often prefer to stay anchored, giving their brains a stable down reference that reduces disorientation. And while official details are limited, CNSA prototypes have hinted at smart exercise suits, clothing embedded with gentle resistance bands that keep muscles engaged even during routine work. Think of it as a wearable gym, a subtle futuristic upgrade to fight the toll of microgravity. In Tiangong, every heartbeat, every flex of muscle, every drop of sweat is part of a grand experiment, not just to survive in space, but to learn how humans can truly live there. At its core, Tiangong isn't just a home in space, it's a laboratory for the future of humanity beyond Earth. Every wall, every panel, every piece of equipment here is designed to explore how life and matter behave in microgravity. Across its 3 modules, Tiangong houses 23 internal experiment racks and 50 external platforms for instruments mounted on the hull. That's a dense scientific payload for a station of this size. Nearly every cubic meter serves a purpose. The fields of research are vast: fluid physics, where scientists observe how liquids move without gravity's pull; combustion, testing how flames behave when there's no up or down; materials science, studying alloys and semiconductors that can only form in microgravity; and biology and medicine, exploring how human cells adapt, or fail to, in the vacuum of space. One of Tiangong's most fascinating features lies in the Mengtian module, a dedicated...
All right, I'm gonna call it a day. That was amazing. That was amazing. Wow, there's a big difference between the two. There's a big difference between the two. Wow. When I say the two, I'm talking about the IS and the Tiangong space station. Wow, that is crazy. Wow, that's innovative right there. Innovation. I hope both of these space stations learn from each other in a way where they can just utilize each other's information to just bring humanity to a new level of growth. You know what I mean? A new level of growth that would catapult our ability to have better hospitals, healing, food, and just resources. That's I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with some fancy stuff. You feel me? Yeah, at the end of the day, I liked it. That was amazing. These guys are, and man, in 20 years, these guys are gonna be far. Wow, man. Anyways, like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. I'm hoping to bring you guys more, and this one was from a friend, because I told him to check out the Chinese version of the ISS space station and what happened, and so he said, hey, make a video. So I was like, yeah, sure. So here it is. At the end of the day, like, wow, this is amazing. Yeah, so like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. I'm out. There's a lot I got going on for you guys. I wish I could do more. Like, I'm supposed to talk about Michaels. I have some time. Nah, I don't have time to talk about Michaels, man. Wow. All right, so what are we gonna talk about next? All right. Well, my time is up. I gotta go listen to one of my favorite content creators, right? I'm not promoting him or anything. His name's Anton Daniels, Millionaire Morning Show. Check him out. He's the reason why I'm trying to do more and throw you guys more content. If you notice, you're getting videos after videos. So, yeah, man, I'm telling you guys, like, we ain't playing over here. We ain't playing. So, yeah, I really gotta run. I gotta get gas, get myself on the road. I had a channel called Artsoftware. I was trying to make it in a way where to promote indigenous wear, making Native American outfits and art being like something ill, right? Nice. But then I had another channel which was called Chocolate Cold Drip, which I gotta do more lives for. And what ended up happening with that is, let's just say it was called cybersecurity t-shirt. I changed it up. I now call it chocolate cold drip back. Now I gotta take some of that content, put over there. It's a big mess. But yeah, so I switched it up a little bit. Our Swiftware, I'm gonna put it in the back burners a little bit and see what happens, right? But other than that, like, you know, we good. And plus, our Swiftware had the amount of subscribers and viewing hours to get it to be live and start ramping up with that money. So you know what I mean. I had to make decisions. That was the decision I made. So yeah. So it is what it is. Let's get these loaded up. Let's get these videos loaded up. It's almost time to go to J-O-B. Alright, got that one loading up. Did I only do 3 videos today? I think it was only 3. I did. But before I go, what did I talk about? I think it was like, damn. Alright, got these videos loading up for you, but let me go see if I can give you guys even more content. I gotta give you a review, what's happening, the ups and downs. Oh man, it's already 45. I gotta go. Brother man gotta be out. My boy probably like, yo man, you supposed to be on the road, bro. Let's get on that road, that tizzy road. Alright, again guys, like, subscribe, Levi Apparel. Hey listen, if I see you guys watching this and there's like that number's hitting high, then I'll be able to do more. But if it's low numbers, not too many people are watching, I'm like, you know what, I'll just do what I want to do, because I'm trying to make it for you guys, for your entertainment. But if you don't want to be here, you don't want to watch, it is what it is. If you catch it on the replay, let me know. Hey, ask me what time I'm gonna be on. Give me a time that you like, and then I will accommodate you to the best of my possibilities. You feel me? All right. Without further ado, like, subscribe. That was great. Amazing. And we are out for the day. Let me see if I can do. I don't think I can do that. Yikes.